Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Today I'm testing my setup for when I do Bakugan rolling practice. It's not a perfect setup because my desk isn't really big enough for my playmat, but I'll work with what I got. It'll be good enough for our purposes, I think. Um, Not 100% sure I'm going to be keeping the camera angle I have set up. I'm playing around with different camera angles. But let's go ahead and see how it looks for today. Let's switch over to the cam. And already I can see things got shaken up a little bit. Because the board doesn't fit on my desk entirely, you can see the cores aren't exactly in line with the board. It's good enough for practice. Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me? Okay, sorry about that echo. I was just looking at a different... Alright, let's get things going. Let's see. Um, let's pull randomly out of my bag. And let's see if I got this one correctly. And when I pull out a Bakugan ball, I'll put their little card up in the corner. That's one feature that I set up for this rolling practice that we're going to do. And eventually I'll have it set up for all the colors. Tonight I've only set up the Auralist ones though, because I have to go in and manually set each image. So let's go ahead and roll out Batrix first. So close. And I always use a playmat when I practice because I'm no good rolling on regular table surfaces. I find I can only get steady rolls when I use this playmat. Eventually I'm going to get the other arenas and try them as well. Okay, that was a decent flip. I kind of want to roll him again because he snapped so nicely. Let me close him up and we'll roll Batrix again before we move on. Let's reset the cores and I'll close him up. Give me a moment. There, he's closed. Let's roll him out again. Alright, there he is. There's our Batrix. And now I'm going to pick another Bakugan to roll out onto this practice. The reason I chose Auralist for the test is because I only have 12 of them right now. So it's a relatively quick test. Because when I practice, I like to roll a whole bag at once. When I do rolling practice streams for real, I'll probably I'll probably roll a die or use a randomizer to determine which bag I'll be rolling. And some days I'll have extra time and I'll want to go 2 bags, but with 100 Bakugan in my collection, I cannot roll the whole collection every stream. So I'll have to randomize factions. Let's see. I think this is Mantinoid I just pulled out. I'm not 100% sure. I could be wrong with my card pool. Almost came back around that time. There he is. And yep, it was Mantinoid. I got it correct. Mantinoid is one of my newer ones. That's why I wasn't 100% sure. When I get a Bakugan, I try and memorize what the ball form looks like. Alright, Mantinoid's turn is done. Let's pick someone else. I know exactly who this one is. We're about to roll out Howlcore. Oh, he landed on his side. We're going to try that again. The Ultra Bakugan are supposed to jump and land on their feet. More times than not, they end up not landing on their feet. But I have one Bakugan who was designed such that he actually can't land on his feet. Let's roll out Howlcore again. Almost. I overshot the flip, but I'd say that was a pretty good roll. So we'll let Howlcore's turn be done. Let's reset the cores. Here's Howlcore one more time. And let's pull out the next Bakugan. Now let's roll. Let's see. Oh, I know who this is. We're about to roll out Trino. Oops, wrong. Did I not? Oh, right. I haven't actually scanned this card yet. He's my newest one. So you'll just see the trainer card for this guy, and then I'll show him up close. Sorry about that. I don't have an image of this guy's card yet. I haven't scanned him yet. And there he is. There's a little close-up. And those horns actually do fold down. Here, I'll show you, since I don't have his card. He does have the front horns that fold down. Alright. Let's, the rest of them, I should have the card images loaded already, though. Let's see, yeah. We're rolling out Vice Rocks now. Vice Rocks is one of those trigger-happy cores. I have him in 3 colors so far, and all 3 of them randomly pop open during storage. I think the Aurelus Vice Rocks was either my first or second. No, it was my second Vice Rocks. I also have him in Aquos and Ventus. One moment. I overshot the flip. He's easy enough to close. I'll let him go again. Core Bakugan usually land on their feet because their magnets are on the bottom. So if you roll too hard, he kind of flips over. There's no reason not to land a Core Bakugan on the feet. There we go. Ultras are a little bit harder to land on their feet. Here's Vice Rocks one more time. let's do, let's see who this is. Oh yeah, we're going for another Ultra now. We're going for Phaedrus Ultra. Now, Phaedrus Ultra is interesting because the core form looks a lot like the cartoon and the cards, but the Ultra form, for some reason, they made it with wings, which is not part of the character design. It still looks cool, but it looks more like a dragonfly than a serpent in Ultra. Phaedrus, this is also the first Battle Planet Ultra that I have in 2 colors. I have a couple of Season 2 Bakugan and a couple Ultras in a couple colors as well. But Phaedrus is the first, and so far only, Season 1 Bakugan Ultra that I have in multiple colors. There it is. We're halfway done with our practice. We've got 6 more Bakugan to roll out. And now we're going to roll out... Oh yeah, that's a core magnet. We're about to roll out Dragonoid. The Armored Alliance core version, because Dragonoid is available in all... Dragonoid has a different core in Ultra for every season. So far, it's the only character to appear in all 3 seasons. And there he is. There he is. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on Dragonoid because my other Aurelus Dragonoid looks cooler. But you can also fold up his horn. I'm not going to worry about that right now. We are now going to roll out... Oh, this guy's cool. Alright, we're going to roll out Maxitor. Now, Maxitor has a serious design flaw in that his feet are the manual part, meaning he cannot land on his feet when picking up a core. But he is an Ultra, so if you do land him properly, he actually looks like he's charging, which is perfect for the Bull-type Bakugan that he is. Let's give him a roll. He's also one of the bumpier Season 1 balls, so sometimes he's hard to roll properly. And his tail in closed form is a little floppy. Interesting. We're going to let him flip again because he landed on his side. He didn't land in that cool charge pose I was telling you about. Give me a moment to fold him back up and we'll try him out again. Alright, there he is. One more time. Let's roll him out. Close enough. He actually kind of landed on his back there, but you can see what I mean. You can't actually stand him up unless you fold out his feet, which I'm not going to take the time to do right now. On a regular rolling practice day that we happen to be doing Aurelus, I probably will do his feet, but I'm trying to get through the setup test. Alright. This guy's cool. Actually, yeah, let's go ahead and roll this one out. Remember I was telling you I had a cooler Dragonoid? Well, here's the new Season 3 Ultra Dragonoid, which I actually have in 2 colors right now, since I went ahead and got Pyrus' native color as well. And he landed on his face and didn't even pick up a core. So we're going to do that again. Let's see. The channel that I wanted to raid at the end of my stream tonight, they canceled their scheduled stream for today, so I hope I can find someone else to raid. I had nobody to watch on Tuesday. I follow over 40 Twitch channels, and not a single one of them was online Tuesday night. I couldn't justify going to another one when I follow so many, so I ended up watching YouTube instead. But that sucked because usually about 8 or 9 of the streamers I watch go on Tuesday. He landed on his face and didn't pick up a core again. We're going to keep rolling Drago until we have a good roll, or until I get tired of him and want to move on, because we've only got 3 left after him. Let me fix the cores. There we go. Did you see that? He landed on his feet. Let's take the core off of him, though, because we got to roll out the last couple. All right. We'll do... yes. We'll do Scorpios now. Almost on his feet. That's okay. He's just a core. We're going to move swiftly on. Here's Scorpios. 2 left. We're going to start with Zentor. And of course, being a core, he landed on his feet. But Zentor is one of those really detailed cores that almost looks like an Ultra. You can see how detailed he is in shape. And he also has a flip-out sword. See that big sword in his art? There it is. In his arm. You can see him holding the sword in his hand like that. That flips out as a manual part. And now for our final Aurelus Bakugan tonight. And when I roll for real, I actually have one more Aurelus Bakugan on the way, as well as I'll be doing a massive opening in the next couple days, which involves either 10 or 11. I have a 4-pack, a 3, and 2 3-packs that I bought, and also a single. And the single is showing the farthest in tracking. So I may not wait for that one. But if it happens to show up when the last 3-pack shows up, then I'll include it in the opening. And here we are, the final. Here's my final. My final Aurelus Bakugan. This is a Pegatrix. It's just the Season 2 core version of Pegatrix. But those of you who have seen my Bakugan streams know Pegatrix is my favorite character. And when I finish the opening this weekend, I will actually have half of the Pegatrix's versions that have been released so far. They've released 20 Pegatrix, and I have 7 in hand. And all 3 of the multi-packs have a different Pegatrix in them. So let's go ahead and roll out Pegatrix right here. Now, that was a perfect flip. And it even landed facing me. That's nice. So this is the Season 2 core version of Pegatrix. I want to show you a cool trick you can do with your Bakugan. If you take a core, stick it under your shoulder, you can take a core Bakugan, line up the magnet. I don't know if you can, I don't think what I'm doing is coming up on camera. But if you take the magnet, and there, I just dropped the magnet. There we go. Let's try that again with this one. So you take the magnet, you slip it under your shoulder, and then you line up the magnet on the bottom of the core. And as long as you're not wearing as long as you're wearing a t-shirt or something with thin material, it should line up and attach. I'm having trouble today though. There it goes. As you can see, Pegatrix riding on the shoulder. Now this trick only works with core Bakugan. It does not work with ultras because the core Bakugan, the magnet is always on their bottom. You can do this and it looks cool. But if you try this trick with ultras, their magnets are in different parts of their body, so it will look like the Bakugan is basically taking a nap on you, or even doing a handstand on you. So yeah, that'll about do it for Bakugan. I'll show them off one more time as I put them back in the bag. Maxitor, Ultra, Dragonoid Ultra, Season 3, Dragonoid Core, Season 2, Vicerox Core version, Howl Core Ultra, Season 2 version, Phaedrus Ultra, Trino Core version, Mantinoid Core, Batrix Ultra, Scorpios Core, Zentor Core, and Pegatrix Season 2 Core. Again, my favorite Bakugan. There's 4 different Pegatrix models. 3 of them, the Season 1 Core, Season 2 Core, and Season 2 Ultra, were released in all 6 colors. The Season 1 Ultra was only released in Chaos and Aquos, though. Alright, let's grab up these cores. Back into the Helix bag. And you know what? You don't have to see me do the teardown on camera. I'm gonna yeet you all back to the pause screen, and I'm gonna set up for doing a little bit of Morrowind. Just a short Morrowind Explore tonight, I think. Because I'm starting to get tired. And after Morrowind, maybe if one of the streams I like is on, maybe we'll try to raid them. So we'll go into pause for just a few minutes while I reset my desk for Morrowind. Okay, let's get ready to get started again. Let's go into my Morrowind game. And, oh dear, hold on, that looks ugly. I forgot to fix my resolution. Give me a minute, I'll fix that up real quick. Okay, that's not what I meant to do. Give me a moment, I'll fix this. Hold on. Yeah. I chose the wrong settings program, so now it's taking control of my computer for a little bit while I set this up. Oh dear. Okay, we're gonna talk for a little bit while my thing decides to do this fix. And looks like my head's been cut off this whole time. I'll fix that. So yeah, I accidentally told my Morrowind graphics updater to basically rebuild my distant land because I was just trying to fix the resolution as it showed up on the screen, and I clicked the wrong thing. So that's okay. This should only take a few minutes. And looking at my list of channels that I follow, I don't actually see anybody online right now that I want to raid into later. One of the musicians that I follow regularly, he's supposed to be having a Frank Sinatra stream tonight, but he's on California time, so he might be a while before he shows up. Okay, come on, you can build any day now. So, why don't you people in chat tell me how your evening is going? I think tomorrow's going to be fun. eBay tracking suggests that I should be receiving my final Bakugan 3-pack tomorrow for the opening. I have the 4-pack and the other 3-pack waiting because I was going to open the 3 of them together, but I had to buy them from different sources. So as long as that comes in tomorrow, I'm going to stream, but I'll probably be streaming late because I'm going out for dinner. And you know what? While it does that, I'll show you how to fold these Bakugan we were playing with earlier. Starting with Drago. What you do is you fold his head in, his legs up, wings in, tail in, and there. And I really like the gold paint on the wings for both versions of Drago, actually. Alright, Zentor. Fold up his sword. And then legs, push the head in, tail, and eventually he collapses into place. There we go. Batrix. Batrix is one of the trickier ones. What you do is you fold his legs back, and then his wings up, head in behind the wings. Then you fold the tail up and this little back section in like this. And as long as everything else is clipped together properly, you fold his ears back like that, and you have a little Batrix ball. He also has nice gold wings. Most of the season 2 and 3, they introduced the shiny metallic gold paint to Aurelus in the season 2. Most of the season 2 and 3 Aurelus Bakugan with wings have the gold paint highlights on the wings. You'll notice on the season 1 Bakugan they just have the brownish fake gold along with the gunmetal black and silvery bits. Maxitor, you fold his arms up behind his head like that, and then they clip onto his shoulders. And then you fold his legs back while folding his tail forward. And then you fold his horns in and push his head down into his tail like that. And the tail doesn't really peg in, it just kind of flops there. But there's the Maxitor ball. Trino. Trino core is easy. Horns in. And then you fold the legs up. And then you fold the head down under and push it in, and you fold the tail up. And there's Trino. Season 3, Dragonoid Ultra. Pretty easy for an Ultra. Actually, unusually easy for an Ultra. Legs back, head in, tail up, the back goes in, and then the wings fold in and clip into place like that. And you can see he also has shiny gold on his wings. Halcor, you fold up his feet, his back feet, push them into you push the front feet into the back feet like that, which condenses his body into ball shape. Then holding that in place, you fold his heads down like that, and then you take the tail, fold it around, and it pegs in over the heads like that. So there's Ultra Halcor. And one of the ones I put in the bag already opened up, so yeah. Let me go ahead and close them. I'm getting a notification. Scorpros. Scorpros is a very easy core to close. Fold in the tail. Fold up the head. Okay. Fold in the tail. Fold in the tip of the tail. There I was saying he was easy to close, and he decides to be jumpy. That's alright. Tip of the tail, the rest of the tail, head folds in over that, and then you fold in the claws, which hold everything together. And there he is. Here's Mantinoid. Mantenoid's another pretty easy core to close. Fold the head down, claws up into the head, and then the body folds up into the head as well. And then the back of the body condenses in and makes the ball. One, two, three, four. Three more. Phaedrus. Ultra Phaedrus is a bit difficult. You gotta make sure the front arms are folded in, and then you can do her. You gotta take the points on her back tail, fold them in, and then the whole tail folds in. And then the head folds in. And then the top wings and bottom wings fold in. And then the back part folds together. And if you've done it right, and you made sure that the wings are clipped into the back, you then have to tuck the head in. And sometimes it wants to close, and sometimes it doesn't. And you just snap the head in like that, and there's a closed Ultra Phaedrus. In contrast, Core Phaedrus is one of the easiest to close. I can close a Core Phaedrus in about a second and a half. Vice Rock's another easy one to close. Legs up, head down, claws in, and there he is. And finally, we have Pegatrix. I saved the best for last because, you know, Pegatrix is my favorite and all. And I'll show you. It's not like Drago and Batrix, but if you look at the back of the wings, you can see some gold highlights on the backs of the wings. But where Pegatrix really has the gold highlight going is in the tail there. You can see it in her shoulders right there. So for Season 2 Core Pegatrix, legs up. You fold the wings down over the back legs. You fold the front legs down. You push the front legs into the folded up wings, and then you push down the head and tail. And there's a Pegatrix in ball form. Well, we folded all the Bakugan, so it looks like it's on the last step, though. We should be able to proceed with our Morrowind game pretty soon. So today we're going to go out to Tamriel Rebuilt. I'm not going to spend a lot of time in character creation because I usually do throwaways. And it doesn't look like there's anyone in chat right now anyway. So I'll probably just spend like literally a minute on character creation. You know what? Let's make a random teenager. And then let's do some exploration. I'm feeling Nord today. Yeah. Let's do a teenage Nord boy. I think that'll be fun. So yeah, alright, the thing went away. So are we ready to actually start Morrowind now? Let's see. Let's see how it comes up. I'm liking what I see on my end. Let's switch back over to the camera view. My screen's messed up. Hold on. Let me fix that. That's much better. That's exactly how I remember the setup being. And it's going to take a minute to come up. I have mods loaded, so it's going to take a moment before I get to the character creation screen. It always takes a bit to load. Loaded a bit quicker than usual this time. As you can see, I have an option to skip the whole beginning sequence with a boat. Let's get right into it. Jubb is an interesting character. Lore dictates that after the events of Morrowind, he went around the island and killed all the cliff racers. Which is a big deal if you've ever played Morrowind, because cliff racers are the most annoying thing in Morrowind. Alright, I said Nord, right? Let's do... yeah. Let's make him... okay, I like that look. Let's look at the hairs. Lots of different hairs available. But, wait. There's more. Wild hair, I like. But you know what? Let's go fancy. Yeah, I like this guy. This will be our Nord. And today we're going for a bard under the sign of the Lord. How about that? All right, we got our papers. Now let's go to our utility crate. That's over in the lighthouse. Yeah. Level 1 characters walk so slowly. That's why I keep jumping to speed them up a bit. And we're going to go to my secret utility crate that you've seen at the beginning of every Morrowind session. And it's not there. I'm not seeing a crate. You know what? Hold on. I don't see the hidden crate in the wall. Let me go up towards the Silt Strider for a little bit. That'll answer our questions if we get to the Silt Strider. Yeah, we have to cross this bridge to go towards where the Silt Strider is. Yeah. And I'm not seeing either of the two little shrines that I normally see. You know what that means? We're in the wrong Morrowind environment. I loaded the wrong version of Morrowind. Because I actually have two Morrowind setups on this computer. I have one for playing the game, and I have one that's a clean environment for modding. Yeah, I don't see either of the shrines that are supposed to be on this path. So we're in my modding environment right now. Loaded with only the essential mods, which does include both Tamriel Rebuilt and Children of Morrowind, because I'm working on a mod that uses both of those. So, yeah. When that project's a little closer to having something to show, then I'll tell you all about it. But yeah, I'm working on a massive mod project. Gonna take me a few months probably before I have anything to show. Alright, since we're in the development environment, not to worry, I did put the utilities in this environment. They're even more important in this environment because I need them to actually legitimately test the mods I work on. So instead of in a crate, I actually put them outside the lighthouse in a little barrel. But I'm not going to put on that cool fancy armor because I didn't put that in this setup. So yes, we do have that cool axe, and we have all the utilities, but I did not include the hippie ring because that's totally functionally useless. It's just there for a little bit of trippiness and fun. So yeah, we're gonna wear this fancy robe. And now he looks really fancy. And now we're going to put on the utilities. And you know what? If we're in the development environment, that means we can have a little cameo, because there's a character I made for my mod who I haven't placed yet, because this character is going to be a little bit of an Easter egg, and I haven't figured out where to place her. But I made, as one of the characters in my mod, I tried to make my niece, Shayna. Yeah. And yeah, we're talking about fairy tales. My dad says I'm still wet behind the ears, but I can't be because I haven't washed them for a whole week. That sounds exactly like something the real Shayna might say. There she is. I'm not 100% sold on the face, though. It doesn't really look like her too much. I tried to match her as close as possible in the editor, but there's a couple faces that were close. Alright, let's go over to Tamriel Rebuilt now. And let's actually head towards... Oh dear. Let's go for a fly, actually. Let's go for a fly. And we'll head northeast. We're gonna start heading in the general direction of Firewatch. I like Firewatch. It's a big imperial town with... I see I broke my distant land draw. It's choppy now. I'll have to fix that later. Well, this isn't my normal gaming environment, so I may not fix it later. I'm sure it's still fine in my other installation folder, but that actually is for playing. Yeah. All right, I'm not seeing the musician I wanna write into yet, so let's keep exploring. And since it's my development environment, I can actually show you a little thing I put in Firewatch. Sorry. according to the lore, the city is called Firewatch because it's like the Imperial's scout position to watch the activities at Mount Doom, the big volcano in the middle of Varnfell. And what's this? What have I found? Molag Mar. Little tiny temple outpost town. You can see an ordinator. And I really do like the ordinator armor. You know what? We're gonna do something crazy before we go to Firewatch. We are going We're gonna taunt that ordinator into attacking us so I can steal his armor without penalty. And then once we leave town, it is ordinator armor, so I won't be able to wear it, but in this town. But you know what? I don't care if I ruin the game because all the characters I do are throwaways. So this character's only going to last for this one stream, so may as well have some fun with him. Where did the ordinator go? Let's taunt him into attacking me first. Okay, we're getting there. He's calling me pathetic. Pretty soon, he's going to start attacking and swinging. He's not swinging at me? We're not done yet. Alright, he's at 0. So, it's as long as I can get a success on Speechcraft, we should be able to get him to turn on me. Ooh, these temple guards are tough. They are trained to the temple guards are trained to hold their Alright, that had the opposite effect of what I wanted. So we want to stick with taunt. Hopefully another success or two and he'll pull out his sword. And then my bodyguards will come swing at him. We'll take his armor. Oh, he doesn't have a sword because he's an ordinator. He has a mace. Alright, any day now. Let's get a taunt success. So he... Because most of my exploration playthroughs don't involve talking to NPCs that much, I forgot how difficult it is to actually talk to the NPCs and persuade them. Okay, we got it. One success. Oh, this guard's really being tough. Come on, guard. Get mad at me already. I'm giving you the opportunity to take this first swing. I can't take the first swing because I'm going to a town after this. It's not a temple town, it's an imperial town where they hate you guys, but still, if I attack you first, I'm gonna get the bounty, and then I'll have to just pay that guard when I get there. So I need you to attack me first. Hold on. We're gonna research this a little bit. Morrowind. Morrowind console. How to make an NPC hostile. Give me a moment. We'll get this. Okay. Um, Start combat player. Okay, let's give this a try. I don't usually like to use the console, but since I've already done so this game anyway. Start combat player. There he goes. Where'd my bodyguards go? I lost my bodyguards. There they go. There they go. He's no match for them. Totally wiped the floor with them. Now, let's unsummon them for now. We don't need them anymore. They did their job. And let's take his armor. Indoril armor. Probably one of the coolest armors in vanilla Morrowind. Unfortunately, if you... Is that a cliff racer over there? Okay, I don't want to go that way. Alright, we want to go head east out of Molag Mar. And start heading towards... Let's fly. Let's see here. Yeah. We're too far south. We want to head towards the north. I am getting tired. Oh, good. So, the streamer I want to watch is actually online right now, so... Let's find Firewatch first, because I definitely want to see that town. For testing purposes, I'm probably going to have to redo my distant land for this build. Okay, here's the thing, but I think that's just Wolverine Hall and Sadrith Mora. Yep. But you know what? That means we're in Telvanni territory, which means we're almost up to Firewatch. Or at least a good amount of the ways towards Firewatch. There's a thing. Distant land totally looks funky, right? The way it's drawing, though. So I'll definitely have to fix that. Because it's going to be distracting for me when I test mods. Tell Orin. Okay, so we are in Tamriel Rebuilt lands now. Now we just got to look around for Firewatch. That's Shigarad up there. That's Solstein. I think it's in this general direction, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, there's Firewatch Tower. Before we go into Firewatch, though, we're going to do a little wardrobe change. We'll keep the axe. But we are going to wear the Forbidden Temple armor. Not that it matters in this town, because we're going into an Imperial town. I think that's all the Anduril stuff. There's what it looks like on him. And you know what? Let's complete the look. There we go. Now he's ready to rock. And there's the shield. One of the prettiest shields in the game, in my opinion. Alright, let's head to Firewatch. And since this is my dev environment, I can show you something secret up here in the lighthouse tower, I think. Yeah, there's a person here who isn't in playing Tamriel Rebuilt. This is another character from my mod. This is a teenage apprentice archer for the Legion. And I have a couple more of these teenage soldiers around the lands as well, but they're not finished yet. Like you'll see if I click on dialogue, I haven't really given them personalities yet. They just have the standard topics. I'm fine. How are you? Alright. Let's find... Duchess, Firewatch Palace, blah, blah, blah. Firewatch is one of two really big Imperial cities that Tamriel Rebuilt put on the mainland. I haven't really explored either of them yet. The other is Old Ebenheart, just across the ocean from original Ebenheart, which itself, in the lore, is actually the offshoot. It's kind of hard to wrap your head around, huh? But yeah, the Ebenheart on Vardenfell is actually Ebenheart Part 2, according to the lore. Firewatch Palace. We want to be in the palace. Because we're going to go pay the Duchess a visit. Okay. You know what? We're just going to cheese this lock as well.
you're ready. Just don't keep me waiting.
Alright.
What's this about?
Yes.
That's not one of my people. Okay, that's Firewatch. That means the outside.
What's that about?
He's a Nord. We're gonna explore this palace and try to find the place. Guild of Fighters, maybe? Oh, I just came out of here. Yeah, we don't want to go out on that side. Guard barracks. Oh, we want to be over there, I think. I came out on the wrong... The kitchens might give me access to where I need to go. Like I said, I'm not really familiar with Firewatch. I haven't explored the city in depth. Guild of Mages. Stairs. Because, of course, there'll be a random room just to be stairs. Foyer. That may actually be what we want. Argonian Mission. I think I put 2 more of my characters in here. Firewatch is the only really big city I've done so far. I also did Necrom. Walks Through Shadows. Yeah, Shaliz is one of mine. Yeah, Shaliz is one of mine, and there should also be... Not that one. I distinctly remember putting 2 in here. Ah. Yeah. That's my other one. Shaliz and Saleth. Those are my 2 Firewatch Argonians. Guard Captain? Wow, this is a big palace. This will take some exploring. Okay, I'm lost. But there's method to my madness. Duchess's quarters. Alright, I think we're getting close to where we want to go. Yep. I know we are because there's another one of my apprentices. A soldier in training. He was assigned to the Duchess. He must be talented then. There she is. And now it's time to be stupid. Because, you know what? I am tired. So let's end this game.
You won't escape me that easily.
You won't escape me that easily.
I'm trying to end the game here. Let's do this. And with that, that ends our Morrowind game for today. And let me get set up for this raid here. Let me go here. I need to be back here. And we are going to raid John Massey Noodland. He's doing Frank Sinatra night. He's very talented. Let's all go out there and enjoy his show. Let's... Alright, we're initiating the raid. And we are in.
Uncle Evie, coming in, raiding me with one person.